There came a point early on in Armoured Core 6 Fires of Rubicon where I hit a wall in the shape of a flying machine, capable of firing hundreds of bullets, setting off an EMP to disable my weapons, launching missiles and both torching me with a flamethrower and slicing me with a blade of fire. I'd not come up against a boss this advanced or deadly in any FromSoft game before, and for some reason it just kept destroying me. I watched its patterns, countered its moves by dodging, then waited for the right opportunity to fight back. It may have taken me more tries than I cared to admit, but all it took was one particular weapon and build to take it down first try. You don't go back to previous areas and kill enemies for XP and level up particular stats. You don't choose a class in the beginning and work towards maximising it for the entirety of a playthrough. Armoured Core 6 is going to be a lot of players' first time with the series, and many will be used to the grind of Bloodborne, Elden Ring or Dark Souls, and this is an entirely different animal, but one that will eventually click for its player base. Armoured Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is about buying different parts for your mech and utilising different loadouts for different situations. Levels are a mix of quick 5-minute missions or longer multi-layered sorties with checkpoints where you complete different objectives to then face a boss at the end. They feature variety everywhere, both in enemy types and the structure of the environment, forcing you to switch out your mechs in order to make use of everything at your disposal. You could stick with the same build for a while, but there's always an easier option providing you make use of the impressive parts shop that continually adds items the more you play. Every part of your mech can be customised. The controller layout is fantastic, with the left and right triggers acting as the weapons in your hands and the shoulder buttons utilising the shoulder mounted weaponry. There are grenade launchers and Gatling guns, shotguns, handguns, assault and plasma rifles, pulse blades and a lot more. As for your shoulders, they provide the heavier firepower, featuring various missile launchers that fire directly or indirectly akin to mortars, or powerful sniper-like plasma rifles, to name a few. Firepower is obviously important in Armoured Core 6, but so too is the structure of your mech's body. For example, you could build a tank-like mech that's slower than other models, but it can absorb more damage. Some of the leg parts allow you to jump higher and more quickly, but are a lot weaker when hit. Other parts meet in the middle, but there's plenty to choose from that will help you create the perfect mech for any situation. Heads, arms, legs, body, boosters, generators and some other integral machinery can be purchased and equipped, but the total weight and energy output are factors you'll need to consider all the time. In order to buy everything you need for Raven, you're going to need to earn credits from missions. The more successful you are, the more credits you earn. Money might not be as good if you have to repair yourself with any of the 3 repair kits on offer, but you can gain more for taking out more enemies. Once you start to accumulate a hefty catalogue of weaponry and body parts, you can save different builds and switch between them on death. The grind doesn't come from killing to earn XP, it comes from killing well and buying more stuff. It's a different mentality to get your head around, but one that offers a wider range of options for how you tackle the world and its inhabitants. Bosses in Armoured Core 6 are vastly different in their attacks. Some move like lightning and require a faster mech to dodge, while others are heavily fortified and their weak spots must be targeted. Be it a boss or regular enemy, they all have a stagger bar that, once broken, provides a short period of time where you can launch a tirade of attacks without any comeback. Managing ammo during fights is also important and one of the many factors to consider going into any boss fight. While certain armour affects the speed and movement of your mech, the omni-directional control flips the FromSoft fighting mechanics on their head. Flying up into the air and firing down from above feels amazing, but it also gives you a variety of options when considering how to destroy a target. By pressing down on the left stick, you can initiate a speed boost to get to somewhere quicker or to gain distance on an enemy. Dodging is fantastic and feels great when controlling lighter mechs, and getting around the screen not only works well mechanically, but it looks really cool. After a particular mission I played at last month's preview blew me away, I wasn't sure how many more moments would leave me with that same feeling, but there's a lot here to leave you in awe. The level design is superb, and in the bigger levels I couldn't help but be impressed. The one that cemented my excitement featured lasers targeting you from high up in the sky, while at the same time you could travel deep into the belly of the carrier to see the engine room in all its glory. No spoilers here, but visually Armoured Core 6 is a treat. As for the story, its style is reminiscent of Metal Gear Solid. Your handler, Walter, reminds me a lot of Roy Campbell from the original title, barking orders at you while the planet of Rubicon is torn apart by powerful military organisations and global conglomerates all wanting a piece of the coral pie. It drip feeds you story elements but feels more whole than other FromSoft titles, which is something I really liked about it. Between missions, you can take on enemies in the arena to earn credits and decals and take out your ACs, to test fly them. These also give you special chips that can be used to purchase new abilities. Missions can also be replayed to gain higher ranks and more credits, which in turn allows you to buy new parts. The option to sell your gear is helpful, but you'll soon end up stocking up and pre-saving various builds the further you go in, because more variety means a better chance of success. There are tons of stats to manage and improve, and when you do find that perfect build to help you take down a boss, it provides the familiar euphoric satisfaction that only FromSoft titles can. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon is a refreshing title from FromSoft. It challenges you to stockpile weapons and armour and grow your armory for a host of different scenarios. Some of the bosses are tough, but those same core principles are just as important here. Study your enemy, be patient, and when the time is right, be aggressive. While the world isn't as engrossing as, say, Elden Ring, and the story isn't as gripping, Fires of Rubicon is a fine title for those old school gamers who both miss the Armored Core series and want a new challenge. The omni-directional movement is exhilarating, as is the combat. Just be prepared to experiment a lot and replay longer missions if you don't have that one important ingredient to beat a boss. But today I'm going to score Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon a 9 out of 10. Hi there, if you enjoyed Chris White's review of Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon from FromSoft, please hit like and subscribe, maybe tag your bell icon too, so you're kept up to date with everything we post going forward. And if you want to support the site and the channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/godisageek. Thanks for watching, bye bye.